Trauma releasing exercises. TRE is a revolutionary new method for stress and trauma recovery. These exercises are from the book Trauma Releasing Exercises by Dr. David Berceli. Exercise number 1. Take off your shoes and socks for best results. Place your feet about a shoulder width apart. Inhaling slowly, shifting the body weight to the sides of the feet. One foot will have the weight on the outside edge. The other foot will have the weight on the inside edge. Slowly exhale. Repeat the movement to the other side. Repeat the movement a minimum of 5 times to each side, using the deep, even, rhythmical breathing to help with the timing of each movement. We're inhaling slowly, shifting body weight to the sides of the feet. One foot will have the weight on the outside edge, the other foot will have the weight on the inside edge. Slowly exhaling, then repeating the movement to the other side. Repeating the movement a minimum of 5 times to each side, using the deep, even, rhythmical breathing to help with the timing of each movement. To complete the exercise, shake out each ankle. Exercise number 2. Using the wall for support, either stand sideways with one hand on the wall or facing the wall with both hands on the wall. Stand with feet slightly apart. Now, standing on one foot, lift the other foot off the ground, bending at the knee. Raise and lower the heel of the standing foot. Imagine a fatigue scale of 1 to 10. 1 is no fatigue, and 10 is very fatigued. Only exercise to a fatigue level of 7. Shake out. We're standing on one foot, lifting the other foot off the ground, bending at the knee. Raising and lowering the heel of the standing foot. And imagining a fatigue scale of 1 to 10. 1 is no fatigue and 10 is very fatigued. And we're only exercising to the fatigue level of number 7. This exercise can also be done without a wall, simply by putting one foot forward and using the foot behind as a kickstand for balance. Then raise and lower the heel of the forward foot to achieve the same level of fatigue. Shaking out the fatigue leg and repeating the exercise with the other leg. Exercise number 3. Standing with the feet parallel, hip width apart, and knees bent. We're bending forward at the hips, placing the hands to the side of one foot, allowing the head to hang down to relax the neck muscles, moving the other leg behind the body and bending at the knee with the foot held up or placed on the ground for balance only. Placing weight in the heel of the standing foot, lowering the buttocks, the gluteal muscles, as if sitting in an imaginary chair. Raise and lower the buttocks repeatedly until the fatigue level reaches a number 7. There's a second option. This would be using a wall for balance, standing with the feet hip width apart and parallel, standing foot 4 to 6 inches from the wall, lunging one leg back, placing toes on the floor for balance, or with the foot lifted off the floor. All the weight is on the standing leg, placing the weight in the heel of the standing foot, lowering the buttocks, gluteal muscles as if sitting in an imaginary chair. Raise and lower the buttocks repeatedly until the fatigue level reaches a number 7. Now we're shaking out the leg and repeating the exercise with the other leg. Exercise number 4. Standing with the feet comfortably wide apart, parallel to each other, and the knees slightly bent. Bend comfortably at the hips so that the body is hanging forward with the knees slightly bent. Taking 3 slow, deep breaths in each of the following positions. 1. Head and hands hanging in the center position. Breathe 3 times. Head and hands hanging in the center position. Number 2. Head and hands reaching to one leg or foot. Breathe 3 times. Head and hands reaching to one leg or foot. 3. Head and hands reaching to the other leg or foot. Breathe 3 times. Head and hands reaching to the other leg or foot. Then return your head and hands back to the center position and reach through the legs behind the body. To finish, slowly roll the upper body back up to standing position keeping your knees bent. Shake out both legs. Number 5. Standing with the feet wider than shoulder width apart, as that works for you, with your knees bent and feet parallel. Place the hands, open or closed fist, just above the buttocks. Gently push your pelvis forward until a gentle stretch is felt in the pelvis. Take 3 deep, slow breaths in each of the following steps. 1. With body facing forward. Breathe 3 times with body facing forward. 2. With a gentle twist of the hips, looking over that shoulder. Breathe 3 times. With a gentle twist at the hips, looking over that shoulder. 3. With a gentle twist at the hips, looking in the other direction. Breathe 3 times. To complete the exercise, return to center position and breathe 3 times, then shake out your legs. Exercise number 6. Sitting with your back against the wall. Feet parallel and hip width apart. Move your feet far enough away from the wall so that you can see your toes, as this works for you. Slide the body down the wall until a level number 5 of fatigue, stress, or tension is experienced in the upper leg muscles. When the fatigue level increases to a number 7, move up the wall 2 inches at a time. Maintain the wall sit no more than 5 minutes. We're standing with the back against the wall, feet parallel and hip width apart, moving the feet far enough away from the wall so that we can see the toes. We're sliding the body down the wall until a level number 5 of fatigue, stress, or tension is experienced in the upper leg muscles. When the fatigue level increases to a number 7, moving up the wall 2 inches at a time. We will maintain the wall sit for no more than 5 minutes. To complete this exercise, we come off the wall and hang forward, staying within your comfortable physical limitations, allowing the neck, head, and arms to hang loosely with slightly bent knees. This might be shaming in your leg, there might be shaking in your legs, and this is normal as long as it's comfortable. Remain in this position no longer than 1 minute. Then gently come into a standing position. Exercise number 7. position. Lay on the floor with the feet together and knees relaxed open. Second option would be laying on the floor with feet flat and knees straight up. If at any point you are uncomfortable or fatigued, stop the exercise, straighten your legs, and relax. You can begin again after the fatigue or comfortableness has subsided. From either starting position, gently raise your pelvis off the floor for approximately 1 minute. Then set your pelvis down into the starting position again. If your knees are open, close them in 3 increments, about 2 inches each time. If your knees are straight up, open them in 3 increments, about 2 inches each time. Hold each position for approximately 2 minutes. You might experience tremors in this position. Only continue this process for 5 to 15 minutes. We're laying on the floor with feet together and knees relaxed open. Or the second option was laying on the floor with feet flat and knees straight up. If at any point you are uncomfortable or fatigued, stop the exercise, straighten your legs, and relax. You can begin after the fatigue or uncomfortableness has subsided. From either starting position, gently raise your pelvis off the floor for approximately 1 minute. Then set your pelvis down into the starting position again. Your knees are open in 3 increments, about 2 inches each time.